In the year 1837, there was a darkness that enveloped the Ndebele people of southern Africa. It was a time when the echoes of colonialism began to drown out the traditional ways of life, carving a path covered in blood and despair. The rise of the notorious warrior kingdom under King Mzilikazi stirred unrest as neighboring tribes crumbled under the weight of his ambition. At the heart of this tale lies a horrifying event, often whispered about but rarely captured in the history books: the massacre at the village of Vusimuzi. The Ndebele, fierce and proud, had cultivated a rich cultural tapestry of artistry, storytelling, and strong familial ties. Yet the winds of change brought treachery from the British colonialists and the Dutch Afrikaners, creating a perfect storm of conflict. The Ndebele's defeat came at the hands of a well-fortified army, poised to seize control over the fertile lands. King Mzilikazi's forces were outnumbered and outgunned. As dawn broke on a fateful day, the villagers awoke to the sound of drums echoing like death knells, signaling the resurgence of the brutal campaign. The British had unleashed mercenaries, merciless men trained to fight with little regard for the mercy of life. As the locals fled toward the hills, a voice, broken by agony, called for salvation, claiming that the spirits of their ancestors would protect them. But as it turned out, no earthbound spirit would save them from the calamity that ensued. The battlefield was drenched in chaos. The once peaceful village was consumed with the cries of the innocent, the air thick with the smoke of burning huts and the stench of blood. Those who fought valiantly were overwhelmed, one by one, until a suffocating silence enveloped the village. Families were torn apart, futures erased like footprints in the sand. As the atrocities unfolded, reports whispered of the warriors rising like phantoms, seeking vengeance against their oppressors. Eyewitness accounts tell of strange apparitions roaming the lands, their mournful laments becoming part of the landscape, overriding the natural world with supernatural agony. The Ndebele people, once proud and free, were reduced to remnants of their former selves. But it wasn't only the warriors or the spirits of the lost who felt the weight of vengeance. Those who perpetrated the violence began to live in fear, their nights restless and tormented by dreams of their victims. Histories of madness and inexplicable deaths surrounded the leaders of the military campaigns. They spoke of shadows creeping into their camp, of the silent entities that consumed them in the dead of night. For years, dark tales thrived among the Ndebele, becoming part of their oral tradition. Stories of a widow who roamed the battlefield searching for her slain husband, and of a nameless child who appeared in the homes of those who had caused the pain, demanding retribution or a confession. The massacre at Vusimuzi didn't merely fade away, it evolved into something far more sinister. As the community struggled to rebuild, the spirits of the oppressed lingered, refusing to be silenced, while the living became entangled in a web of fear, guilt, and unfinished business. In time, colonial rule grew oppressive, but that haunting past never left. The cries for justice echoed across the hills, weaving an incessant reminder to those bearing the weight of their actions. Generations later, the legacy of the massacre still clung to the very ground, leaving a mark that transcended time and refused to fade away. The shadows of the Ndebele people remind us that their story, a chilling intertwining of tragedy and supernatural regression, will forever remain an echo of the horrors brought forth by greed and conquest.